foundation in your face like, yeah, I want full coverage. No, if you want full coverage, you build it up, honey. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to today's video. I'm Judy with My Life as Kikay, and on this channel I create videos on product reviews, makeup tutorials, and lifestyle advice with the aim to entertain, educate, and enrich the lives of others. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love for you to join the Kikay family, and if you're returning here to my channel, then welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you how to apply flawless foundation. Now, who doesn't love a flawless airbrush foundation base? I know we all do. I know we're all putting up our hand right now and be like,
I do, yes, this me.
So that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do today. Now I know there are a lot of videos about this on the internet, and usually you go scroll down in the comments and there's always that one comment that says,
how to have flawless foundation. Step 1, have flawless skin.
And I'm going to be the first one to tell you that I do not have flawless skin. So together we can have blemished skin together and still achieve as flawless a foundation base as we can possibly achieve with the skin that we have. Because we're all human. I mean, we'll have breakouts, we'll have rough patches, we'll have dry skin, oily skin. We are all human. We are all perfectly imperfect, and we all still want flawless foundation. So that's what I'm going to be talking you through today. Before I go any further, if you guys do at any point decide that you do like this video, then please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe before you leave if you haven't already. I put 3 videos out every single week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you can turn on the notification bell so you can be notified of whenever I upload. You can also follow me on my social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All of them are Life as Kikay. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Now, first and foremost, very important is to have a clean face. If you haven't properly cleansed your face or taken off any makeup from the day before, then any makeup that you apply on top of that isn't going to apply smoothly or properly because it has a barrier between your actual skin and the makeup that you're trying to apply on your face. So step 1 is to have a clean face. Now, if I was preparing for a special event or a date night or something that I wanted to like go the extra mile to prepare for, I would go in with my Clarisonic and some gentle milk cleanser. The Clarisonic is fantastic to get into all those nooks and crannies and to all your pores, and just to give your skin that little bit of extra TLC to prepare for the foundation base that we're going to go in with. But that's only if I'm wanting to be extra. If I'm just getting ready on a daily basis, I'll just go in with a microfiber cloth. Now, these aren't any specific special makeup, skincare face cloths that I use. I really literally just use microfiber cleaning cloths that you can find for like $3 a packet of 6 from Aldi. This is what I use. Now, the reason why I use microfiber cloths is because they provide a very fine exfoliation treatment for the skin where you don't have to scrub very hard. Now, if you scrub too hard with a cloth like this, you are going to end up breaking the surface of your skin, and it can sting and hurt a little bit. So don't go in too hard with this cloth. So just that little word of warning. Now, as far as soap goes, when I use this cloth, I pair it with my Dove Sensitive Skin Soap. It's not highly sudsing, which means it doesn't strip my face of all its oil and leave my face feeling really tight and dry. So that's what I use paired along with a microfiber cloth. Just a bit of warm water, then I pat dry my face. Now, obviously my bathroom isn't in my filming room, so I have already cleansed my face prior to starting filming this video. And so that is step 1 done. Now, step 2 is toner. A face toner helps to remove excess dirt, traces of oil and makeup, correct and balance the pH of your skin, and helps control acne. Cleansing the face will have opened up your pores, so by following with a toner after cleansing, it'll help clean even further and close up the pores. Now, I know a lot of people go in with a cotton pad and apply the toner to that, and then go in with their toner that way. But I heard someone say the other day that a really good way to apply toner is to put it in the palm of your hand and then press it into your skin that way. Now, there is no right way to apply toner. Now, I just think in my mind, if you've applied toner in the palm of your hand method way, I feel like it might be a little bit more effective because then you don't have the cotton pad soaking it up, kind of almost taking it away, almost like you don't get the full benefits of the toner pressed into your skin by the palms of your hands, because obviously our hands are not absorbent, whereas a cotton pad is. Now, there's no right way to apply your toner. You do you, boo. You apply it however you feel comfortable. I think some people just like to apply it with a cotton pad because it helps further cleanse and remove any other excess remains of makeup that might be left on your skin. For me personally, if I'm feeling extra, I'll go in with my hands. But today, I'm not feeling extra. So I'm actually feeling really unwell today. I've got a sore throat and my nose is clogged up. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm going to go in with toner on a cotton pad, and that's how I'm going to apply it today. So the toner I'm going to be using today is the Jericho Cosmetics Balancing Face Toner. Now I know that the bottle is full and you're like, girl, did you even use that? Do you even like that? Yes, I do. This is the second one. I'm just starting using the second one because I finished the first one, as you will see in my empties video. So I'm just gonna take some of this, apply it to a cotton pad, and basically just rub this all over my face. At this stage, you'll know whether or not you did a good enough job with cleansing your face, because this step will remove any remaining makeup residue on your face. When you apply your toner, make sure to go into all the nooks and crannies. Okay, so it looks like I did a pretty good job at cleaning my skin. Microfiber cloth and sensitive skin soap, you have got my back yet once again. It is so effective. Honestly, if you wanted to be extra, use a Clarisonic, but this does the job just as well, and it is like a fraction of the price that it costs you to buy a Clarisonic. I know by right now we haven't even gotten close to the foundation application, but it is so important for the prep of the skin for your foundation to apply flawlessly. Now is the time that we go in with our moisturizer. You can use whatever moisturizer works for you. If there's any step at all in your skincare besides washing your face and applying makeup that you do not skip, then I would definitely recommend to use moisturizer all day, every day. I don't care if you don't use a toner or a serum or an elixir or whatever. Use a moisturizer. I have been loving the Canon Cosmetics Restoring Day Cream, but in the last maybe 3 months, I have stopped using all moisturizing skincare and really only been using one product to moisturize and prep the skin, and it's only $8, and that is glycerin. Now, I'm gonna leave my glycerin video linked in the description box down below for you to go check out. This is the only product that I have been using as my moisturizer and makeup primer for the last 3 months. I haven't really been using any super exorbitantly priced skincare for the last 4 months, which is a great money saver. And this one works really well for me. My skin has never been better. I still get random breakouts, but I find that keeping my skincare minimal, going back to absolute basics by using glycerin has worked really, really well for me. So that's what I'm going to be using today as my moisturizer. Again, all the information that you need about glycerin is going to be in that other video. So I'm going to leave that linked in the description box down below for you to go check out at any point if you are interested. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on the palm of my hand. It is very, very sticky, so I'm just going to warm it up on the palms of my hand and use this to apply all over my face. It also acts as a bit of a face primer for the foundation that I apply on top. It makes my foundation stay all day long. And you know what? I used to have dry patches around my nose, around my mouth, but since using glycerin, all those dry patches have dissipated and I don't get them anymore. So that's moisturizing done. Now, if you're kind of that bitch and you want to go the little extra step in your skincare, which is nothing wrong with that, absolutely not. I am that bitch sometimes. If you want to go a little bit of that extra step, if you want to go in with a serum or an elixir, then now is the time to do it. My favorite active serum is the Canon Cosmetics Active Serum. I'm not going to be using this today because I've run out and I can't afford to go out and buy a new one because this one is really, really expensive, but it works beautifully. What this serum does is it acts as a conductor. Anything that you apply on top of this serum, skincare wise, will help absorb that skincare even deeper and further into your skin. And another serum that works really, really well for me is the Drunk Elephant C Serum Day Serum. It is also in my project pan because I'm wanting to use it up. It was a really expensive serum, and for some reason, in my mind, if it's expensive, you gotta save it. But no, if you save it goes off and then you end up wasting your money anyway. So this is in my project pan. I'm going to go in with a little bit of a pump of this just because I want to use it up. So this C Serum Day Serum is a vitamin C serum packed with a powerful antioxidant complex of L-ascorbic and ferulic acids. In layman terms, it brightens your skin and it gives your skin vitamin C. Vitamin C is really, really good for you at the best of times. Imagine applying it in a concentrate serum form to your skin. What that'll do for your skin? Wonders, wonders. However, this step is not incredibly necessary for flawless looking skin. This is basically just skincare, which is a stepping stone to actually having that step one, have flawless skin, to have flawless foundation. So now that we have completed our skincare, if you are that primer bitch, you like to apply primer before your foundation, now is the time. Now your skin type is going to define what kind of makeup primer that you use. So for example, if you have really oily skin, maybe use a mattifying primer. If you have very, very dry skin, maybe use an illuminating or hydrating primer. If you have larger pores, use a smoothing or a pore filling primer. Now for me, what I want from my foundation again is to have a flawless finish. So I'm going to go in with my Mecca Cosmetica smoothing primer. What this does basically is what it says. It smooths, it fills in my pores. But I'm not going to go in with too much of this because I don't want it to start breaking up my foundation, which is what I found applying too much primer does. Just the tiniest little bit will suffice. And I'm going to apply this in my more problematic, I also have some wrinkles under my eyes, so I'm going to use this primer to fill those in. I also have wrinkles and a lot of texture on my forehead, so I'm gonna apply it there too. So basically my whole face. When you're applying anything near and around your eyes, always be really gentle because I mean anti-aging the house. Okay, we're already probably like 10 minutes into this video and we haven't even gotten to foundation yet. But now it's time for foundation. Okay, we've gone through all these steps of skincare and prep, and now finally we are at the point where we apply our foundation. Again, your skin type is going to determine what kind of foundation you use. If you have found the perfect foundation for your skin type that you were happy with, you love the way it applies, then perfect. I'm so happy for you. That is so hard to find sometimes. You go through maybe like 5, 6, 7 different kinds of foundations before you find the perfect one for you. But if you found that, I'm so happy for you. You go ahead and use that foundation. But for those of you who have no idea what kind of foundation you need to use, then I'm going to explain it here for you. Now, if you have dry skin, I would go in with a foundation that has a satin finish. When you go shopping to purchase your foundation, I would go for the foundations that have the words in the description like luminous, dewy, glowy, healthy. If the foundation that you were looking at purchasing has those descriptive words, then they are most likely more suitable for those of you who have drier skin. Now, if you have an oily skin type, you're going to want to look for a foundation that has more of a matte finish. So again, the foundations that you choose should be defined by your skin type, your preference on the kind of finish, and the kind of coverage that you are looking for. For me personally, I enjoy using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation. It says it's matte and it does have more of that sort of matte finish. But what I love about this L'Oreal foundation is that it's not a cakey sort of matte finish. And I think a lot of that also has to do with the skin prep that I do before I apply my foundation. Because I don't have really super oily skin and I do go in with a matte foundation, all of the preparation that I do beforehand, the glycerin, the serums, anything else that I apply before going in with this matte foundation will also help balance out the finish that I get with this matte foundation. Now, as far as applying foundation, a lot of people have different preferences. There is no one right way to apply your foundation. Some people like going in with a damp beauty sponge. Some people like using a dry foundation brush. Others like using a misted foundation brush to apply their foundation. This all depends on the formula of the foundation you're using, what kind of finish you're looking for. But if you're a beginner in makeup and you're getting so confused at all these different methods, just use one, see if that works for you. If you don't like that, try another one. There is no one right way to apply your foundation, as long as with each method you are still blending it all into your skin. So for me, my preferred method of applying foundation is using a damp beauty sponge. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. First, I'm going to take my hair out my face and I'm going to go in with my foundation of choice. Now, I like to apply a little bit on my finger and then dab it on various parts of my face. Really important when applying foundation is go in with a little bit at a time. If you go in full throttle with your foundation, it's gonna look cakey. So it's like painting. When you go in to paint your face, go in with the first layer. If you want a little bit more coverage, go in with the second layer. Blend and build it up on your face. Don't go in just like squeeze the bottle of foundation in your face like, yeah, I want full coverage. No, if you want full coverage, you build it up, honey. I'm gonna go in with the damp beauty sponge. I have blended in that first layer of foundation. I love this L'Oreal foundation because it works perfectly for me, but I'm wanting a little bit more coverage. As you can see, a little bit of my darkness and discoloration and hyperpigmentation on my skin is still kind of showing through. So I'm gonna go in with the second layer just in the areas that I feel like I need it. Now for your foundation to have that flawless finish that we are trying to achieve here, it's very important to blend the foundation into your skin. Very important. Pat it into your skin. Don't drag the product over your skin because that's going to give you streaks. What you're doing here is you're basically just blending all of that foundation into your skin, trying to marry that foundation in with your skin and make it look like one. So basically, that's what flawless is, right? Like applying foundation in a way that it's your skin but better. It doesn't hurt to keep pouncing and pressing that beauty sponge over your skin, or if you're using a brush, just keep blending until you have the finish that you are wanting to achieve. Now if you're like me and you have more textured problematic areas around your mouth or nose or anywhere on your face, those are the areas that I would focus on blending a lot more. Like for example, on my forehead, I have a fair bit of texture there. I would blend even more in those areas just so that the foundation kind of doesn't just sit on top of your skin, but rather marries into your skin. And again, this brings us back to step 1. That's why it's really important to make sure that you have removed and cleansed your skin of all makeup from the day before. Because if you don't cleanse your skin properly, you will literally have makeup in the pores of your face, and that is what will cause pimples, acne, breakouts, clogged pores, all of that stuff that isn't cute and you don't want to have. So I think I have pretty much blended that foundation into my skin. That's as blended as it is going to get. Now at this point, I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer. My favorite concealer choice is the Maybelline Instant Angel one, and I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this underneath the eyes. I just want to brighten and give myself a little bit more of a alive look. And again, I'm going to blend this in with my makeup sponge. Once you've applied your concealer, if you're the sort of person who likes to use powder, blush, contour, bronzer, then you can go straight ahead and use powder to set in your concealer and your foundation. But if you're a person who likes to use cream products for your blush, contour, bronzer, highlight, all of that, then you go in with that before you apply any powders. If you've applied powder and you try to go in over the top of that with a cream product, your makeup is going to lift and separate. It's not going to sit nicely on the skin because you've already applied a powder on your skin. Applying cream on top of that isn't gonna do you any favors, honey. So if you like to use cream products, you go in with that before you set your face or concealer with any powder. Go in with the creams first. For this video, I'm not going to be using any blush, bronzer, contour because this is just about the foundation and giving yourself a flawless base for everything else that you're going to be applying on top. Now I'm going to be going in with some powder. I'm just going to explain powder a little bit to you. The finer milled your face powder is, the more smooth of a finish you are going to get on your foundation. This is the original RCMA translucent no color powder, and this is what I love to use. I don't use any other powder unless it's a powder foundation that I'm just using to kind of like touch up. I'm going to put some of it in this bowl here because as much as I love this powder, the packaging sucks, man. I put a little bit, in this bowl here. And before you go in with the powder on your concealer, make sure that you have blended out all those creases and wrinkles. Now I'm going to take that sponge, dip it into the powder, and set all of that down. If you want a flawless finish for your foundation, if you want your foundation to last longer, it is very important to set it down. My favorite way to set my face using powder is to use the beauty sponge. Again, just using that to blend everything in. So now this is it. I have a blended, smooth, flawless foundation base. Once you're comfortable with your foundation base, you can go with your bronzer, blush, contour, highlight, all of that stuff. So this is how I apply my flawless foundation. I hope you guys found this video easy, helpful, and informative. I hope I was able to explain things in a way that was easy for you to understand and to follow along, and that made you think like, oh, okay, so that's why we do it that way. Most of the questions that people ask me are things like basic questions. What is primer? how do you apply foundation, how do you apply mascara, how do you apply eyeliner, and these are things that I want to do in a series here on my channel. Sound off in the comments down below if you think that's a good idea, if you want to see those more basic how-to sort of videos. Let me know if that's a good idea, or if you like to see the more out there colorful eyeshadow makeup looks. Let me know what you guys want to see. I am always here listening, liking, responding, hearting to all your comments, and I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you who engage with me here on my channel. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, then please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe before you leave. I do put 3 videos out every single week, so you can turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of those uploads. You can also follow me on my social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All of them are lifeaskikay, but I do update on Instagram more often. If you guys have followed me here on my channel for a little while, then you know that I've just recently purchased my first home, and that is why my filming setup is a little bit different. I've got a lot more space. I can do this without hitting my head on a wall, my desk, or my bed head. I am so blessed to have a filming space now finally in my home that I have just purchased. So I'm very excited about that. I forgot exactly where I was going with that sentence, but anyway, that's it for this video. I'm out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really truly appreciate it. Oh, I remember now where I was going with that. I update daily on my Instagram, and you can see all the little bits and pieces that I've been doing in my home. I do have a chat with you guys on my Insta stories nearly every single day. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really truly appreciate that you've chosen to spend your time here with me today. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! So together we can have a full skin falafel treatment. After toner, thanks garbage truck. Imagine applying it in a concentrate. Imagine applying it in a. Hey. So now that we have completed our skincare, does that make sense? That's as simple as I can possibly explain it. I don't think I could have explained it any simpler. Maybe. You just gotta go in with a tiny little. I think this might be empty. What the heck? Where is it? This might be my empties one. You girl, that is so fun, fresh, and sweet. No. SAJI. Those sort of descriptive words. You would probably, when you go to the drugstore, or when you go to, I'm gonna go in with a damp beauty sponge. If you've applied powder. I forgot where I was going with that, but